Hi there, I'm Drew Badger, the world's #1 English fluency guide, and today, because the brand new Jungle Book movie is coming out, the live action movie, I thought I would teach a whole bunch of great phrases from the old Disney cartoon. Many years ago, Disney created a different kind of cartoon, and this was more for adults, so there are a lot of great phrases, as well as jokes and other things that maybe kids will kind of laugh at, but usually they're more for adults. So I thought this was a great opportunity for you to learn 10 great conversational phrases from this older movie that are still fantastic for your conversations today. All 10 of these phrases are important, so I won't be teaching them in any order. They will be introduced in this video in the order that they appear in the actual movie. Also, I really want you to keep your ears open if you do decide to watch this movie if you haven't seen it already, so that way I won't tell you exactly where they appear in the movie either. If you're ready, let's begin. 1. So be it. So be it. When you say so be it, it just means, well, I guess that's fate. We have to accept it and there's nothing we can do. So that thing must be so. That's basically what the phrase is saying. You'll usually hear it in a situation where there's no control and there's nothing you can do, or you can just say, well, I guess that's fate. So if, there's a situation where there's a horrible disaster, like a volcano is about to explode and everyone in the town has to leave, and people are saying, no, we don't want to leave, but they're saying, well, we don't have a choice. Obviously, the volcano is going to erupt and kill everyone, so people in the town say, so be it. I guess we all have to leave. So be it. 2. There's no time to lose. There's no time to lose. You'll still hear this in lots of movies and in conversations as well, but in any situation where you have no time, we talk about losing time when you waste time. So time is always ticking away, tick, 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 and if you don't take advantage of that time, or you don't do something in time, then you lose that time. So there's no time to lose means that you have to do something very quickly. There's no time to lose. There's no time to lose. There's no time to lose, we better get going. There's no time to lose. 3. What have we here? What have we here? Now, this is the same thing as saying, what do we have? What do we have here? But it's just kind of changing it around to make it sound a bit more important, a bit more ominous. The word ominous just means something that's, oh no, like something terrible is going to happen. So as an example, let's say two kind of evil characters in a movie or some TV show are talking, and then they open a closet door and they find some good guy there that's been listening to them. So he's a spy, and one of the bad guys says, well, what have we here? What have we here? So this is a thing that bad guys or other important people will use in movies, and it's just saying, what do we have, but in a kind of more, making it sound more important kind of way. What have we here? What have we here? 4. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Now you can hear this as who do you think you are, or who do they think they are? Who does she or who does he think they are? But it's just asking, like, that person seems to be doing something where they think they are more important than everyone else. So who does that person think he is? Or who does she think she is? Something like that. As an example, maybe I'm like in a classroom and everyone else is being quiet, but I am sitting in the back of the classroom. I have my feet on the table and I am eating some pizza and listening to music, and I am just ignoring the teacher. So other students in the classroom will look at me and think, well, like, who does he think he is? Why is he sitting there and not paying attention to the teacher? That kind of thing. So anytime you're seeing a situation where one person is kind of getting better treatment, or they are expecting maybe something better than other people think they should be, you can use something, or you will hear this in a movie like that. Who do you think you are? 5. Why you? Why you little? Why you little? Now you can hear this in many different ways. It could be why you big something something, or why you little something something. This is used when you're angry at someone and you want to say, like, why you little, horrible person, something like that. It's just something that you say at the beginning of a sentence or a phrase or something when you're about to say something, like you want to get into a fight, or, you're just really angry at a person. So why you little asshole, I'm gonna say something like really bad and get angry at you, something like that. But you'll usually hear this in movies when, again, somebody is angry about someone or you're frustrated about that. Why you little Why, you little horrible person. You know, I want to say some bad curse words or whatever in this, but you can understand what I'm talking about. Why, you little, or why you big something, whatever that thing is. But when you hear it, the intonation is the thing you should be listening to. Why, you little, why, you little. 6. Keep it down. Keep it down. To keep it down is referring to keeping the volume down, or the noise level. So you'll hear keep it down instead of be quiet often in movies and TV shows and even regular conversations. So if I'm trying to listen to the radio and I want to tell other people to be quiet, but I'm trying to be a bit kinder, I could say, please keep it down a little bit. So listen carefully to how this blends. Keep it down. Keep it down. Keep it down. Keep it down. So please keep it down. My child is trying to sleep over here. Could you keep it down? I'm trying to listen to the news. 7. I'd like to have a word with you. I'd like to have a word with you. Now you can say, can I have a word with you? Or would I? Or may I be able to have a word with you? May I have a word with you is something you'll hear a lot. But to have a word with someone just means to speak with them about something. But usually it's because you're explaining to them something that's important. So you're beginning that trying to explain something to someone by saying, may I have a word with you? Or I'd like to have a word with you. 8. Now this is actually going to be two phrases that are connected. The first one is, that's going too far. That's going too far. And the second one is, that's gone far enough, or you've gone far enough. When you talk about going far, when you're in a situation where someone is doing something, it means they're doing more than they should be doing, or they're taking something to an extreme. So maybe someone says, hey Drew, like I think like maybe your shirt doesn't go with your tie. So they're trying to say maybe my fashion doesn't look very nice. But if they say, wow Drew, you're really ugly, I'd say, whoa, 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 that's going too far. So that's saying, you know, it's going beyond what they should be saying if they want to be helpful to me. Maybe it's okay to say that my shirt doesn't match my tie, but that's going too far. So that's saying a little bit more than they should be saying if they're saying something, you know, more than that. That's going too far. Now, if you want to also talk about this in the same way, you can say, this has gone far enough. This has gone far enough. So maybe one person is doing something bad, or they're continuing to say like bad things. Wow, Drew, you're ugly, and your breath stinks, and you know, all these other bad things about me. And I say, okay, this has gone far enough. So they're doing things, they're pushing further and further. So I say, ho, wait. You're going too far with this. This has gone far enough. This has gone far enough. 9. This is going to be the most complicated phrase that I teach in this video, so listen carefully not only to how it sounds, but also, you know, when you're reading this on the screen. If I never see him again, it'll be too soon. If I never see him again, it'll be too soon. Now there are two parts to this, so this is if I never see someone again, or if I never do something again, or if I never meet someone, and again we could talk about if he never, or if she never, or if they never, but usually we're speaking from ourselves when we're saying something like this. If I never play basketball again, it'll be too soon. So the second part is to be too soon. It means when something is happening, you know, again, but really quickly, or sooner than you'd like to happen. Now what this means is that if you even never do something again, that's still too soon. So it's kind of a joke. It's saying that even if you never do something you don't like, or never see someone that you don't like meeting, something like that, it'll still be too soon. So you can just say in a basic way, I never want to see that person again, but this is a bit more advanced way of explaining the same thing. So let's say you fall into a pool and you don't know how to swim, and it's a really frightening experience for you, and you don't want to do that again. You can say, if I never see a pool again, it'll be too soon. So even if I never see one again, that's still too soon from now. So again, it's kind of a longer phrase, but it is a common thing that you'll hear in conversations, and you'll also see it in movies a lot as well. If I never see someone again, it'll be too soon. Or if I never do something again, it'll be too soon. 10. Well, because 9 was a little bit trickier, here's a nice easy one for our last phrase for this video. This is he's hooked. He's hooked. Now, to be hooked on something, this is actually interesting that this was in the cartoon, in the movie, because my mother-in-law was just asking me about this phrase, to be hooked on something. Now, to be hooked just means you're addicted to that thing, or you're unable to not do that thing, or unable to leave that thing in some way. So a lot of people talk about being hooked on cigarettes, or, hooked on whatever, a video game, or hooked on something. It just means you're like a fish caught on a hook, so you are hooked by something. So, wow, I'm really hooked on this new TV show. I've been watching The Walking Dead or something, and I'm really hooked on it. You can talk about this when you say you really like something. I'm really hooked on this new restaurant, something like that. So look for all of these phrases in the movie. I hope you try watching it again if you've not seen it already, and especially if you're thinking about improving with watching Disney movies, I do recommend a lot of the older movies, like this one, like the old Disney Robin Hood movie. It's just a completely different kind of movie than what Disney is producing nowadays for kids. Movies like Frozen and Cars and other things like that. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed learning all of these great phrases. Even though this movie is from 1967, again, all of these phrases are still commonly used, and you'll hear them in movies just as commonly today as you will have heard them back then. If you have an idea for another movie that we should do the top 10 conversational English phrases for, do let us know in the comments below. Be sure to like this video, become a subscriber to the EnglishAnyone.com YouTube channel, share this video, and I will see you in the next one. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye. To continue learning, click on the link in this video to download Speak English Naturally, our free guide to speaking and sounding like a native English speaker. The guide reveals the 3 most important kinds of conversational English you must learn if you want to sound native, and will help you experience instant improvement in your fluency and speaking confidence. To download your free guide on a mobile device, click on the link in the upper right of this video. To download your free guide from a computer, click on the link in the lower right of this video. I look forward to seeing you in the guide.